And Hotel Rwanda hero has filed a $400 million lawsuit against Kigali. The family and legal team of Paul Rusesabagina announced the development in the United States over his alleged abduction and torture. Paul is currently serving a 25-year prison term on terrorism charges. Following a trial, his support is termed as a sham and riddled with irregularities.
A copy of the lawsuit indicates that it was filed in a Washington, D.C. court on February 22nd. It was served to the Rwandan government on March 8th. The lawsuit names the government of Rwanda, President Paul Kagame and other figures, including the former justice minister and intelligence chief.
The lawsuit that we formally announced today tells the story of how the Rwandan government stalked Paul on American soil, lured him out of his home in San Antonio, Texas, by trickery.
Rusesabagina, then a Kigali hotel manager, is credited with saving hundreds of lives during the 1994 genocide, and his actions inspired the Hollywood film Hotel Rwanda. He used his fame to denounce Kagame as a dictator and has been behind bars since his arrest in August 2020, when a plane he believed was bound for Burundi landed instead in Kigali. The family's statement said Rusesabagina, who has a U.S. green card as well as a Belgian citizenship, was tricked into traveling from his U.S. home with the promise of work in Burundi.
Our family has been doing everything possible to save our father's life. We have suffered. Our father has suffered. And every single day, we are afraid to receive a call that our father has taken his last breath.
Rusesabagina was convicted in September of involvement in a rebel group blamed for deadly gun, grenade and arson attacks in Rwanda in 2018 and 2019. His 25-year jail term was upheld by Rwanda's Court of Appeal earlier in April, a ruling his family says is effectively a death sentence for the ailing 67-year-old.
Legal complaints have been filed in front of courts in Belgium, in front of the East African Court of Justice in Tanzania, and there is an ongoing complaint here in the United States against GainJet, which is the airline company that was used to illegally render Mr. Rusesabagina back to Rwanda.
Rwanda has yet to comment on the case. Brian Obuya, NTV.